you know, it's weird for me to see this from a different perspective because I am American. But once I really thought about it and thought about how this is a Japanese game, and they're using things like peanuts and things they consider all American, like burgers and things we'll see later. Also, the beginning part of the game is hard. Do not be afraid to run. Also, do we have life up yet? No, we've only leveled up the once. But we will get life up, which is just trading PP for health, basically. It's a classic healing move. We'll get life up alpha. All the moves in this game come in alpha, beta, gamma, and omega, I think. So, Podunk is the name of the town we live right outside of. Originally, in the Japanese version, the translators thought it was stupid, and I quote that, to name everything after a holiday, but Podunk was named Mother's Day, which plays on the theme of mother, which is, by the way, this game's Japanese name, the whole series' Japanese name. In case nobody knew, this game's title is directly taken from a John Lennon song, which is referenced in the original Japanese version. Wally, oh boy, these are difficult creatures you have to face. Please don't. Ooh, I'm taking it. I'm gonna go for it. Because the only thing you lose when you die, I'm gonna spawn back at my healing point. Ooh, please. I'm going for it. I'm doing it. Because I don't lose anything except for half of the money that's on you. That's what you lose. Yep. Oh my god. I still have a chance. Please hit. Please hit. No! Oh god! Okay. We can beat Wally. We can do it. Oh, but how are we going to get back to our house? Ooh. I'm kind of scared now. I'm sorry if I'm being boring, but I'm trying to not let myself do things in a million takes and then get really frustrated and quit. Because my girlfriend had a good idea of, why don't you just move the Wii U into this room? Because I'm not using the TV, I'm using the gamepad. So now I'm in the bedroom with our nice calm dog Jake, who I am petting, our big old Doberman Pinscher. And see, the poltergeist is apparently a common thing around here. Now let's try the first house we see in cute little cheap mouse sprites. See, the graphics in this game are not very good, but they focused on so many other things. Like, from the games we've been playing, this is actually a really impressive game because it's a full-scale RPG, and it amazes me that those fit at all on the NES. The music, this is some of the... Okay, it's talking about something a lot of people need to know about this game. Round doors, you can go in. Square doors, you cannot, unless there is a sign present. There is one exception to this in the game that I can think of, and it always bothers me. Don't tell me you've been south to the cemetery. And they'll give you basic little story hints. So apparently there is a problem with dead people. That's good to know. I really don't know how to respond to this on-screen text. I don't know whether to read it. Even though that's... I like when people do that, but at the same time I don't. Be honest, you're a zombie, aren't you? Yes. There's no cure for zombies. Ah! And he runs... Now, if you want to know what happens when you say no to him, if we leave and we come back, are you really a human? Yes. It's amazing you came here. You see, don't tell anyone, but I'm so scared I wet my pants. See, at the time, this writing style was revolutionary. The room rate at this hotel is so inexpensive, and that's not where it stops being cheap either. $39? No, thank you. Now, the first thing I ever do in this game, because it is hard. I think there's nothing up here, but I'm going to show you up here anyway. I don't know whether to talk to all the people or not. They all say interesting things. I watched the Let's Play of Steven Plays playing this game for the first time, or finishing it for the first time. And he was talking to people and reacting like it was his first time, so that gives him an excuse there. I I've also seen Chugga Conroy's original Let's Play this several times. He's redoing EarthBound right now, the sequel. Canary Village. So we got the cemetery and Canary Village that everybody's talking about. What is on in here? My, you were that snot-nosed Nintendo who sat next to me in kindergarten. And we can order french fries, hamburger. I've never used those items in this game because why would you buy recovery items when you can get them for free at your house for a good while? I don't know how long that lasts either, actually. Oh, the department store. We haven't been this way. Wait. We didn't go this way either. What's over... What do these guys have to say? This still makes me laugh if I'm focusing on it. So now, see a sign and a square door, just like the burger sign. We're going into City Hall. I know what she says. I'll share the secret with you later. And I am Abbott, not the town mayor, but his assistant. Mr. Mayor is over there. I don't know why they give that guy a name. He doesn't do anything important at all. Okay, now we've got our mission. Oh god, this hurts my neck just leaning down and staring at the gamepad. We've been going for 23 minutes. This is definitely being split up. This is definitely part 2, and I don't think part 1 was interesting in the slightest. Okay, but this song is my favorite song in all of video game history. Not this version, but... Ooh. The bottom floor is where you sell stuff in like, items you do not need. Just so you know. I don't think you can sell from every vendor. But obviously we don't have much money right now. Oh, if you check it, this is really annoying. Please insert your cash card. So every time you're going to go get your cash card out, withdraw $83. I would like to withdraw none of it. Okay. Also, yes, we only have 1 HP. Okay, antidote, asthma spray. Antidote cures poison. Asthma spray stops an asthma attack. Nintendo has asthma, which I think is another really cool little detail that they added. Life Up Cream recovers 999 HP, and Insecticide instantly kills insect enemies. We don't need any of those right now whatsoever. We haven't come across all the enemies between our house and Podunk. They're also all around Podunk. This is what we're saving up for. The slingshot, we already have the plastic bat for free, so if you drop it or something, you might want one to save up for the wooden bat. But we're immediately going for the wooden bat. The first thing I do is grind for that thing. The slingshot is very inaccurate, so I only use bats on Nintendo. I don't ever use the slingshot. And I think there's a boomerang later, which is exactly like the slingshot. Very powerful, but very inaccurate. These are all just different healing items. There's so many just random use healing items. My girlfriend scared the hell out of me by coming in the room and turning the light on. And I didn't see her come in.
It was very quiet.
And do we want to buy this canary chick? How about $85? If you tell him no, then we get the canary chick anyway for free. Nothing happened. Something was controlling the animals. Oh yeah, because everything left and escaped. I forgot what I was going to show you. I got distracted. Oh yeah, it says no problem if they're... Oh no, the big old dog. So one of our roommates got a dog that keeps tearing up my shoes. And, oh, there's the squeaking. This is what I wanted to avoid. Okay, sorry about that. I had to deal with big dog. Oh, is my phone really on only 96%? Hot diggity. So, we're going to go grind enemies in a minute after we explore the rest of the town to save up for the wooden bat. I'm not going to show all the grinding. Oh, damn it. I never talk to her before I get the canary chick. Oh, if they don't really have anything to say, they'll just say, home. Yeah. So, we hear about Canary Village. We need to take this canary there. But I'm not going there yet, because what if I get stuck and die like I'm about to? So I guess, when did ATMs get invented? Was it the 80s? I have no idea. I've never even thought about that. And now we're learning about the zoo. So we got 3 locations to worry about. And she's telling you about the breadcrumbs and stuff. A nice warp point. Originally, she said something funny. This is the Pigpen looking person. They had actual dust around them at all times. This is where you learn about Ninten's asthma. And you hear minor people in Ninten's life, which I think is pretty cool. There's nothing useful over here at all. Let's see what is in the hospital. Oh yeah, if somebody dies in your party, you go see them at the hospital and pay a fee to have them revived. Of course. Oh yeah, and the doctor is useless. He heals you of any status conditions for money. And money is not something I want to spend, especially early game. In later game, you don't really have to... You can find ways around this. So... It's just useful if you're really exploring and you don't know what you're doing. Which I think is the beauty of this game. There's a lot of useless stuff in this game, and I think that's wonderful. Well, this is a very open-ended RPG. And they're never specific about the little girl who's in the cemetery. I will not talk to any of those guys down there. I thought you were a sensible child. Oh, look at this clever stuff. You say no to him. One of them's disappointment, and one of them is glee, happiness that you are not going to the cemetery. And I'm not going to talk to those guys down there yet, because they are not relevant right now at 1 HP, as you can see. So we're going to try to rough it back to our house here. This is still probably part 2, I hope. I hope people are interested. 1 HP, I'm going to die, so I will avoid this. And we're dead, it doesn't matter. And that's not a problem. I didn't save in the hotel because I didn't want to spend the money, obviously, as I keep saying. Oh, I was going to talk about the soundtrack. So, the soundtrack is done by Keiichi Suzuki, who I don't think we've seen any of his works yet. But he's really good. He did Pollyanna, the song, the Overworld song. What else? I can't think of any other songs that we've heard right now. I was trying to think of other games he's done, but I can't think of any outside of this series off the top of my head. But I've looked it up before. Hirokazu Tanaka is on equal terms of production with him in this game. And I think this is the first time we've seen 2 composers actively working on a game. And Hirokazu Tanaka is one of my top 2 or 3 favorite video game composers of all time. He did Metroid. We've seen that so far. And the soundtrack is the best NES soundtrack. This might be my favorite NES game, but I'm not gonna positively affirm that yet. Because Super Mario Bros. 3 is still way up there in a contender. And this might not be as good as The Legend of Zelda, but I'm not positive.